Ukraine loses a Mirage jet to system failure, not enemy fire. Hours later, Kyiv hits Russia's military rail hub in Rostov. Peace talks loom, but Zelensky wants a ceasefire. Putin wants time. The war's not slowing, it's evolving. Ukraine lost a Mirage 2000 fighter jet after it crashed on the evening of July 22nd due to a reported failure of aviation equipment, the Air Force said. The pilot, who was performing a flight mission at the time of the incident, reported the equipment failure to the flight manager and safely ejected from the aircraft, according to the Air Force. The pilot is now in stable condition. No casualties were reported. The Air Force said the pilot acted competently and followed the required protocols of an emergency. A special commission has been appointed to investigate the causes of the incident. President Zelensky spoke about the loss during his address to the nation on the morning of July 23rd.
Unfortunately, we lost our combat aircraft. A French machine, very effective, one of our Mirage jets. The pilot managed to escape and it was not shot down by the Russians.
The incident marks another blow for the Ukrainian military, which is suffering a shortage of air defenses to counter Russian attacks. Ukrainian pilots and mechanics have been trained in eastern France to use the jets, which have undergone modifications to combat Russian jamming. Ukraine is believed to have received 6 Mirage 2000, 5 fighters, which means it is left with 5. Local media reported in December that Ukraine requested 12 to 20 of the single-seat French jets in total. France first delivered Ukraine's Mirages in February. It said it had also added several upgrades, including an electronic warfare system that allowed the jets to approach and strike ground targets more effectively. The Mirage 2000, a fourth-generation supersonic fighter, was first introduced by Dassault Aviation in the 1970s. The Mirage 2000, 5 variant, introduced in 1999, features upgraded avionics, improved air-to-air and air-to-ground combat capabilities, and an advanced sensor and control system. French President Emmanuel Macron told Zelensky on July 18th that Paris is ready to expand the Mirage jet pilot training program, training more pilots on more aircraft. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones reportedly struck the Russian city of Novocherkassk in Rostov Oblast on July 22nd, while a Ukrainian official said that a railway hub used by the Russian military was targeted. The alleged attack comes amid Kyiv's ongoing long-range drone campaign aimed at crippling Russia's ability to sustain its all-out war by targeting key industrial and military facilities in the rear. Rostov Oblast Governor Yuri Slusar confirmed Ukrainian drone attacks against Novocherkassk and other areas in the region. Drone wreckage started fires across the city, and 3 people were injured, one of them seriously, the governor claimed. Drones may have targeted the local railway station and the Novocherkassk State District power plant, Russian telegram channels Baza and Astra reported, citing local residents.
In Novocherkassk in Rostov Oblast, the railway infrastructure used by the military-industrial complex and the Russian military came under attack. This logistical hub connects strategic directions: Rostov-on-Don, Voronezh, Volgograd, and Kamensk-Shakhtinsky. It is through this hub that the transfer of equipment, ammunition, fuel resources, and personnel to the Ukrainian border is carried out.
According to the official, the city also houses the facilities of Russia's 1061st Material and Technical Support Center of the Southern Military District, which are responsible for arms and fuel supplies. 33 Ukrainian fixed-wing drones were downed over Russia overnight, including 11 over Rostov Oblast, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed. Russian officials have not confirmed any damage to military or strategic facilities in Novocherkassk. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on July 22nd that securing a ceasefire and the release of prisoners remain top priorities, ahead of negotiations with Russia this week. Notably, peace talks between Ukraine and Russia are planned to start on July 23rd in Turkey.
A meeting was held with our negotiating team. Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine, Rustem Umerov, will lead the delegation at the next meeting with the Russian side. We agreed on the meeting's agenda and identified the key topics for Ukraine. The release of our people from Russian captivity must continue, and necessary procedures for a new exchange have already begun. We expect our people back tomorrow. I very much hope it will be successful. We are doing everything possible, particularly with the help of our partners and international mediators, to also secure the release of civilian hostages and the return of our children who were abducted by Russia. The task is to work toward a ceasefire. This is what the entire world is telling Russia. Another priority is organizing a leaders' summit which could bring peace closer. Ukraine has never wanted war, and it is Russia that must end the war it started. I am grateful to all our partners who are helping. Our delegation includes everyone capable of addressing every necessary detail.
Meanwhile, The Guardian reported on July 22nd, citing unnamed Kremlin officials, that Russian President Vladimir Putin is not worried about US President Trump or his 50-day deadline for Russia and Ukraine to reach a ceasefire.
Moscow is disappointed and upset that it didn't work out with Trump. But whatever expectations Putin might have had for a good relationship with Trump, it was always going to come second to his maximalist goals in Ukraine. For Putin, the invasion of Ukraine is existential.
Russia's bombardment of Ukrainian cities following talks between Trump and Putin was a strategic mistake that misread Trump, the official told The Guardian, noting that Putin is obsessed with not looking weak.
A lot can happen in 50 days, and Putin knows that. He sees Trump as emotional and susceptible to influence. Moscow will keep making overtures toward Washington. They don't see this rift as irreversible.
Meanwhile, Putin sees Trump's ultimatum as an opportunity to maximize his goals for Russia's war against Ukraine. Those familiar with the Russian leader's thinking told The Guardian.